Greetings YouTube, and welcome back to Le.Monde.Du.VAPEUR with me, Vitaly Vapour. Many thanks for joining me again, and you join me here in this episode inside of the temporary sheep farm in the temporary base adjacent to the slime farm crane. As you can see, all of our sheep have now been dyed yellow, and that is for today's build. So without further ado, let's go for a little wander over to the newly formed farm hills. Oh, you might have just caught a glimpse down there. We're currently growing netherwort, so we can continue to use the epic red nether brick as it is in this texture pack. Let me just check outside. Oh, it's still dark. It was raining before this episode, and we've had a little bit of time to kill. But we are going to head on out. Just make sure there's no creepers up here, unlike recently. Just going to watch our backs. Obviously we've got a few mobs up there burning up. It looks like we are pretty safe. So if we walk over to this edge, the slime farm is still pumping away. We are in desperate need still, as we keep saying, of pumpkins and mossy cobble. So let's just go up and check on the progress of the slime farm. But from what I remember, it has been doing pretty good, and our item elevator should still be working. There we go. Numbers are still ticking along. Fairly respectable, nearly half a chest. We'll probably add a couple of chests around this building, probably store the slime in until we hook up item transportation to central storage. But as I stated in the last episode, we have started to reclaim farm hills. Now, for those of you who've been watching since the very early episodes, you may remember farm hills as somewhere I originally thought I was going to spend the night. And as you can see, the mobs love farm hills. Actually, on my very first night here, we were set upon by a witch. So let's work our way around these fellas. I think that skeleton's going to go for it. He really doesn't want to. If he's got any sense. There we go. Take them out. The only time having a Bane of Aramphopod sword has ever come in useful, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just send him flying. See if we can get a spider's eye. We need some spider's eyes for getting together some splash potions of weakness. Wouldn't go amiss. Let me just yep, we got one there. We got a couple of bones and again some more arrows. So down here, guys, you can see I've started to form the valleyway that will lead into farm hills. So essentially inside all these hills are going to be various different redstone farms, and I'm thinking of building a big steampunk windmill somewhere up the top here, probably on this big flat area here, and that will house a silo which will collect all the items from the various farms and keep them stored until they're ready to send off to central storage, which we may be able to see from here. Yes, we can. See, there's central storage, the very middle of the map there. So we will slowly continue with these builds. So that's probably going to be the next couple of episodes, guys, is going to be retaking farm hills and establishing all the redstone farms. Now I'm going to take you down to the entrance of farm hills and show you what I've been working on off camera. So we're going to take a little bit of fall damage here perhaps. There we go. So as I say, created this entrance way in. These are half slabs going across some water. Need an infinite water source for all the farms, and I thought instead of having just a very standard water source, I thought we'd have this to begin with. Now this is a door I took from a FedEx gaming video, the link to which will be in the description below, and it's a redstone garage door as you know, but I quite liked it because it gives this sort of like epic almost like hangar door to farm hills. So sticky pistons come down, retract some of the locks and push it all open. So big steampunk door. So if we just close that behind us, we've used stairs here to create these sort of like little slits. And if I just show you farm hills at the moment, so we've slowly been working our way down, retaking as much of it as possible. There are so many mobs though, guys, it is unreal. Honestly, it's so dangerous around here that we've just been slowly working our way down, throwing down torches everywhere in a desperate attempt to try and reclaim farm hills. So it's been going well. It's been going slowly, I would say. There's been an awful lot of creeper attack, etc. I might just plug that hole up so I don't have to think about it in this episode, because, as I say guys, it's just been pretty constant, the attacks working in here. Let me just... Okay. You might be able to hear some mob activity in the background, because I definitely can. We're just going to have a little look around. So this is where we've been sleeping. This is the design. We've been using polished granite for the roofs, oak framing, and then this is what all this yellow wall's been used for. This texture right here, this fantastic rusty metal texture. Below the ground we got pumpkins made into jack-o'-lanterns with standard wooden trapdoors above, just to give a sort of lighting great effect. And we've gone for quite an epic sort of like Hobbit, the dwarven mountain look. So we're trying to make these big walkways, so these will be opened up into other farming areas. I'm thinking here we're probably going to look to build our AFK vine farm or pumpkin farm in the next episode. And yeah, so using an awful lot of resources here. So this is the main problem I have at the moment though guys. I would love to start building that vine and pumpkin farm, but this thing has been giving me nothing but trouble. This is the zombie spawner we found in here in the very early episodes, and decided that, well, this will enable us to gather some zombie villagers, which we can then cure to make into villagers. Now, that will mean we can create ourselves automatic wheat farms, and eventually, if we ever get a zombie to drop a potato or carrot, we can also create villager run carrot and potato farms also. But we can also gather up some of these zombie villagers, because they're very easy to make follow you to exactly where you want them to go, and villagers can be a little tricky to transport, but zombie villagers will chase you. Now that means if we create an area for an iron farm, we can get a couple of zombie villagers just to follow us there. We can then cure them and breed them and create ourselves an iron farm, which will give us all the lovely hoppers and tripwire hooks and everything we're going to possibly need for some big redstone builds. So without further ado, I've been looking up, oh, here we go. This is the problem I've got at the minute. Until I thought I had this well enough lit up, obviously not quite enough, so let's just take him out. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. Spawning with a sword of all things as well. Let's just throw some more torches down. This is the problem we're getting, guys. That we're working away, and this thing was just throwing zombies out left, right and centre. So I found a Skippy6 gaming video. Another shout out to another YouTuber. So far we have the FedEx Gaming bay door here, and we also are now about to build the Skippy6 gaming zombie sorter farm, zombie collector, zombie village sorter. Basically, I'll put a link to that video in the description below, but I am now going to build that myself. So let me just ditch some of these items. I'm not really looking to carry the zombie based things I picked up here, also mob based items. Let's just ditch all of that. So for this build, we're going to need 12 levers, 12 pressure plates, 12 half slabs, 12 sticky pistons, 12 redstone lamps, and some blocks of choice. And for my own personal take on this design, I would also grab a jack-o'-lantern as well. So let's just clear a few bits out here, and you want to create this pattern around your spawner. So from the spawner, go 2 out and create a big square. This can be in any material you want, but as with everything in Le.Monde.Du.VAPEUR, we like things to look like they're mechanical. And then after that, you want to place a block down in each corner, and then leave a gap between your blocks of choice here, and these are going to be filled with your redstone lamps. So let's just put all 12 of those in now, and that's 9, 10, 11, 12. Now with your blocks of choice, go 2 out and start placing down this surrounding wall. I'm just going to leave myself a gap there for a minute so I can get out, and then you want to continue this round. Now what you don't want is the spawner to be shut off too efficiently here, so what I will now do is I want to take away these torches that I had on the ground. Obviously, for those of you who don't know, whenever you encounter a spawner, surround it with torches to stop the mobs within spawning, and put a torch on top. That should more or less deactivate it, which it sort of did in our case. And we are just going to go 3 high around this. So this is the very top blocks. Let's put 1 in there. And then we're going to come 1 across, take out an easy to destroy block such as dirt, break that away, take out the jack-o'-lantern, place that in front, again break that away, get your blocks of choice out, and finish off filling in and around. Now that is the innards of your machine finished. Now these are going to be where the zombies are going to spawn, so take out your stone pressure pads. Now they have to be stone, they cannot be wood. If they are wood, effectively later on when you've got your zombies spawning in on here, when you're disposing of the ones you don't want, their items will activate the pressure pad and not allow another zombie to spawn until those items such as rotten flesh etc. despawn 5 minutes later. Now after you've gone round and put in your pressure pad so that when they're stepped on those redstone lamps come on, go round to the remaining gaps around here, and again with your block of choice go 2 up in all of these locations. 1, 2, keep going round, 1, 2, 1, 2, there to there, there to there, there to there. Now you want to fill in all the way round now the top. Run out of our blocks of choice. Hopefully we've got more. Hopefully we've got more. Yeah, perfect. Keep working your way around. As you notice, there's not been any zombies spawn yet, so that means this is working fine. And what we want to do now is to get our sticky pistons. Now we want those sticky pistons to come down in front of each of these, which is these here. So what we're going to do is we're going to block off the front of each of these for a minute with just an easy to destroy block. I always prefer to use dirt, but if you've got lots of cobblestone etc., that will also work. Now place down a half slab on top of the dirt and then break the dirt away, and what this will do is it's keeping these sealed, and this will help you line up where your sticky pistons are to go. So if we just keep working our way around, all going very well. got ourselves. This is the only problem. If baby zombies spawn, they can still get out. Forgot to mention that. Works for all other types of zombies, but baby zombies will still escape, which can be a little bit troublesome. So let's just get ourselves something to eat here. There we go. Now at the moment the light levels are still too high because we've got all these torches surrounding, and at the front here we do have these pumpkins that I'm not sure if those jack-o'-lanterns there are going to be able to stay or not, so we're going to get to that in a bit. Now I need to get up on the top here, which is going to be difficult to do. There we go. And I need to look at adding in a outer line of our blocks of choice. So go into sneak mode here, place that down, and then that can go. So work your way around the outside. Now we're not going to need all these blocks. Some of these are going to get broken away, but it's going to help us with placing down our sticky pistons, and it's just also going to add to the overall look of the machine, as I like to call these. Now if you can just take a torch down in each corner, take a little bit of full damage here, there we go, come back around, get rid of that block of dirt. There should still be hopefully nothing spawning in yet because the light level should be high enough. Now wherever you have your half slabs, you need to break that away, and this is going to be tricky actually. I should have thought this for a little bit more. Getting the sticky pistons to be placed down facing the right way is obviously going to be good fun. Let me just take that one out for a sec, and let me just work this out. So it's going to be one here, not one there, one there, not one there, 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 not there. That block is wrong. This one, and this one, which probably means that these torches here are a little bit redundant, so we're going to move them all in by one. Just make sure we don't get anything spawning on the top. So as I say guys, this is based on Skippy 6 Gaming's design, but I've just altered it ever so slightly so it looks more like a machine. Ooh. Thrown away blocks of metal here. Okay. So face down, perfect. And we're going to go around slowly, break away wherever we've got these above our half slabs, and place them in. So let's get rid of that one. Hopefully it's going to face the right way. Perfect. It's great fun, isn't it, on console for you guys playing along. Always getting your blocks of stair or particularly pistons to face in the correct direction. It's like millimeter perfect you have to be here, and if like me you've got your sensitivity set right up from playing battle mode, that millimeter precision can sometimes go a little bit astray, but we seem to be managing at the moment guys, so let's not jinx ourselves too much. Perfect. And then we can then, if we just take our blocks of choice, I'd like to just go around, add them to the front. Now here we're not going to get one on the front unless we change the design a bit, which I think we will. Actually, can we just place them? No, you have to have a block, don't you? That is the that's the trick with this. That there has to be a block there. We're gonna just have enough from the looks of things. Let's just take away that bit of oak. Adjust our design as we go along. Always be adaptable. Now if you just go around and place down in front on the underside of all of the blocks that face into your sticky pistons a lever. Hey. Alright, there's your 12 levers. And I just want you to go around now and turn them all on. And we are nearing the end of this machine. This highly technical machine. And is that the last one? Perfect. Now what this enables us to do is, say a zombie villager spawns in here, we hit him with a splash potion of weakness and feed him a golden apple, and then when he's good, we can then let him out just by flipping down that. See how that sticky piston pulls that half slab in that position up and down? And that is what will let everybody out. So if we now work our way around and get rid of these light sources, hopefully it should now be dark enough within each of these that we should start to get some zombies spawning. Now this one is the one that's going to throw me. I think that's not going to be dark enough. Now if we are having difficulties, we may place down half slabs here as well. But then would that allow anything to get out? No, because that is too high exactly. So guys, that is effectively the design. So I may cut ahead now to the video to show you zombies actually spawning in, and as I say, I may have to tweak light levels etc. just to make sure this thing's working correctly, but I will come back to you all shortly. Welcome back guys. So off camera I've had a quick look, and I did have to remove these jack-o'-lanterns from down here, as well as ones I had on the wall, as they were preventing zombies from spawning. So as you can see guys, we're getting a number of zombies spawn here, mainly in the very center. Now I was very fortunate guys, check what that is in the top corner. A zombie finally dropped a carrot. I will put a quick bit of footage of that up in the top corner just to show that that happened whilst I was testing. But yeah, this is great stuff guys. This means we now have this machine up and running, and hopefully sometime soon, just going around checking all of these guys. I think they are all regular zombies, unfortunately. They are all just regular zombies at the moment, but hopefully we will get a zombie villager spawn in here and we can look to cure him. Now the one concern I do have is that this area around the very edge of the farm is very dark, and I am worried that we are going to get... There we go guys, check that out. That is a zombie villager. So if we try and throw him a block, hopefully he will pick up and that will stop him from despawning. Come on, take the block of dirt. Cannot get anything into him at the minute. What a pain that is. Oh no, we got a couple of blocks in there. He's just not picking anything up, is he? Probably because I'm here and he's too interested in me. Let's see if we back off a bit, if he will change tactic there. Hopefully he picks something up. Maybe not. Okay. It's a little bit of a tricky situation here guys, because There we go. Surely you're going to pick up one of those blocks, mate. Look at all of that. Go on, just pick up a block of dirt. Go on. Let's get rid of some of these other fellas. But yeah, this is good, guys. This shows that it is working. As I said before, that zombie villager spawned in. I'm a little concerned that the areas around the edge are a little bit dark and that we may get other mobs spawning in. So I'm probably going to, off camera, change all this jungle plank and orange, yellow wall, into jungle half slabs so that we get nothing spawning around here. So we'll look to improve the design off camera, just for a little bit of added security. Over here we're not so bad because obviously we've got a good light level, and obviously on top of the farm, if we go into third person, obviously on the top of the farm we've got nothing spawning up there. God, it's so difficult to get the camera in. There you go, that light at the very top there is doing its job. So as I say, guys, many thanks for joining me and for sitting through this slightly arduous tutorial on the zombie villager farm. I'll make those improvements off camera, and I will see you all next time when we'll look to build an AFK pumpkin or vine farm. Many thanks for joining me, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.